This video guide will show you how to get everything you need to perfect release all of your Einherjar and get godlike stats. Releasing an Einherjar will convert their equipped weapons and armor into stat boosting items. The better the equipment, the more stat boosting items. This video guide will show you the most efficient way to get all the best items in the game to do this with. This will allow your characters to have extremely high stats, make a good attacker, or you could set up a balanced party, or an invincible tank. First off, we'll need some items from Krell Montferrang. Now these are valued customer items, so you must have spent at least 80,000 fall for these to show up. We'll need 4 Conqueror's armors, 1 for every heavy warrior, as well as 20 wind gloves, or 1 for each Einherjar. In order to get the shop to sell us these, we must first sell it the component items. Now, silver mail is the easiest one, so buy 4 of those and sell them back. Now go to Chateau Obsession, this room right here. This walking enemy has the highest chance to spawn trash demons, which are what we want. Destroy their wings. This isn't 100% drop, it drops about 40% of the time, so be persistent. We need 20 of these total, and this is not really that bad to farm. Now go through Dragon's Crypt towards the venerated Dragon Palace, and fight any crawling enemies you see along the way. These are guaranteed to contain a green coral enemy. Destroying their arms will reward you with a bone mace very commonly. These are a component of the wind gloves, so we'll need 20 of these. Now go into the Palace of the Venerated Dragon. Just go right through the first room, and then go up. This will lead you to the altar where you can warp around the dungeon. Use the painted cloud stone. From here, simply go down and then to the right, and let this thing run into you. This will warp you into the poison room. Both of the flying enemies in this room have a high chance of being the battle that we want, which is 4 dryads. Destroying their feet will result in a red boots drop roughly 20% of the time. The most difficult part about this is actually hitting their feet. The drop rate on these seems to be real hit or miss, and the 4 dryads battle shows up about 1/3 of the time. If a different group of enemies shows up, simply run away and then attack again to re-roll the encounter. If you're having trouble hitting their feet, try using Hrist's over-arc attack and attacking from the side. Now on to the Cross's Forest Ruins. You want to go left from the entrance and then up once. Attack this flying enemy on the right, and we're going for bolt dragons here. If it's not the encounter you want to rezone with this one. Each of the bolt dragon's wings has a 15% chance to drop Ghibli Scales. To get a shot at both wings, I suggest surrounding him as I show here. These have a low drop rate and are a component of the wind glove, so we need 20. I suggest just getting these a few at a time. Now on to the Tower of Lizard. The enemy we're looking for here is the first enemy that you encounter in this zone. Simply go up from the first screen and attack the crawling enemy on the right. This battle may contain rotting demons. Destroy their body for a 40% chance at deep doom. Also, try the floating enemies on this same floor. Destroying the body of the elder bats here will often result in Firemouse Fur. There's a troll mini-boss at the end of this area, and this fight will always contain both of these enemies as well. Get a total of 4 of both of these items, or more if you wish to make more Conqueror's armor. Directly past the troll mini-boss is the next area that we need to go. Here's a map view in case you've gotten lost. Fighting the walking enemy on the left here has a high chance of resulting in a battle that includes nymphs. Destroying their headdress has a 15% chance to result in a Helgi's sword drop. The drop rate on these is rather low, but will only require 2 to 4 of these, depending on whether or not you want to give up Valkyrie's Favor or Demon Sword Leventon. Both of those swords will give much higher stat bonuses than Helgi's sword, however only one of each may be acquired. Now go to the Forest of Spirits. We'll be hunting elven birds here, which will drop windswept tailfeathers. The very first battle we encounter in this area is a flying enemy, and this will work. Just position a character directly behind them and attack to sever the tail feathers. The drop rate on these is rather low, however, we only need 4 of these. Just keep breaking off the tail feathers and hope for the best. After getting these, head through the forest and into the ravine caverns. The room we're headed to is just above the bright orange room on the map. So head upwards, and then to the right, and then up again, and then to the right once more, and then up again. If you look at the map from this point, you should be in the room with the dais on the left end. Keep going right for several rooms until you encounter this large mini-boss. We're going for Sage Quartz here, which is in its upper left-hand sword. I highly recommend using Rufus to get this one. Equip him with the Blue Gale, which will ensure a critical hit. This can be found in this dungeon if you don't have it. Pairing this bow with the Dismantle skill will instantly break anywhere it hits. Set his first attack to Killing Thorn, and that's all you'll need. Now, once you get into the battle, it's all a matter of positioning. Assuming you did everything correctly, you should see about a 60% drop rate of Sage Quartz. After killing both of the non-leader enemies, just run away and restart the battle. And do this until you have 4 Sage Quartz. Now on to the Seraphic Gate. The first area we want to go to is at the very top of the second floor. Go left through this larger room, making sure not to fall down. You'll end up outside of a puzzle area. The battle that we're looking for can be encountered in any walking enemy in the second floor. However, the one in this room that we're going to seems to have a higher rate. First, you'll want to trade places with the enemy on the platform to the right. Now don't jump until you reach the very end, and then jump right away and you can get up there with them. If you get a normal encounter here, just run away and fight the enemy again, making sure not to rezone. Now, here's the battle we're looking for. Ghoul in High Socks. Start the battle by using a Might Potion and then dash around him with your attacker. Then draw his attack with a tank character to restore your AP. Direct assaulting this battle will always result in a Soothsayer Bow drop. However, he has a 15% chance to drop an additional one regardless. Now onto the 4th floor of the Seraphic Gate. We want this room right here. Tiamat has an increased rate of showing up here. As a side point, the Man-Eater enemies who also spawn here may drop G-Seeds, which are great for tank characters. Just keep running away and then going into the next zone and coming back to get the battle to occur. Once you get Tiamat, it will always be her unless you rezone. You'll want to perfect assault Tiamat if you can, since this will result in a Tyrfing drop 100% of the time. However, Tiamat will always have a 15% chance to drop Tyrfing regardless. If your stats aren't quite high enough, try breaking the tail, as this can put you into break mode and make the difference in between succeeding or failing. If you're lucky, you can even get 2 per battle. Our next destination is floor 5 of the Seraphic Gate. As soon as you get onto floor 5, simply go to the right. Use the flying enemy to traverse the large gap. We'll find Bahamut in the next room, who will drop Infinite Admiration. Here's a map view if you've somehow gotten lost. Bahamut is a giant scaled dragon, so stack as many critical skills as you can. Bahamut has a large HP pool and tons of defense, so this is one of the hardest battles to direct assault. Thankfully you can farm for these after releasing all 4 heavy warriors, which will help tremendously. Like the other hidden gate bosses, this is a 100% chance direct assault item as well as a 15% chance normal drop. Bahamut also has several other drops worth mentioning. Destroying his horn will give you this item, which is extremely useful for its God Destroyer effect. And this is the room we're headed to next. Falling down the large gap in this room will always place you on the center of this pillar. Jump exactly on the edge here to make it, and if you miss, you have to go back, which really sucks. It's not necessary to kill the sword masters, just jump over them while you're still invincible. This floating enemy in here is the one we want, as it will allow us to encounter Walther and Gyne. Make sure to set your skills beforehand, as you need Ghost Buster to even damage them. Magician Slayer as well as Unholy Purifier work well too. The battle with Walther and Gyne is relatively rare, but there's a trick that can help increase the odds. After running from a battle, just keep mashing the X button and initiate the battle again as soon as you can. For some reason, this seems to make them appear more frequently. When starting this battle, you'll want to go straight for the kill on Gyne. He will heal if his HP is low enough and you give him a turn, so watch out for that. Using a tank here can really make things easier. After you kill either Gyne or Walther, there's about a 15% chance for them to drop an Ether Crown. Don't bother trying to direct assault them because it will not give you anything. After killing Gyne, just walk around or hold L3 until Walther revives him. By repeating this process, you can kill Gyne over and over again. He probably won't drop it the first time, but maybe he'll drop it the second or third or fourth. Collect as many Ether Crowns as you can stand until killing Walther off. If you're lucky, he might also drop an Ether Crown himself. I don't recommend starting this next part until you've released all 4 heavy and light warriors as well as 1 mage. I won't ruin anyone's fun by giving a strategy to direct assault the Ethereal Queen, but that's what we're going to do next. This battle can be very annoying because of her armor. As you can see here, my positioning was a bit off, which would have cost me the direct assault if Frist had lower stats. Direct assaulting the Ethereal Queen will result in 2 Wands of Telos instead of just 1, making the process go much faster. Once the Ethereal Queen is defeated and you have everything else you need, reset the Seraphic Gate and go after Odin. Odin will be very easy to direct assault the second time around compared to the Ethereal Queen. Make use of the magic dragon horn here if you have it. Odin also counts as a mage for critical skills. It doesn't take very much to take him down, and once you do, you'll be rewarded with 2 Sylphan Robes. These will be used for releasing mages and archers, so you'll need 12 total. Check the index in the comments if you want to find a specific item, and good luck in the Seraphic Gate.